You cannot. You cannot. I'm sorry, but you cannot. You cannot beat your environment. You cannot beat your environment. You cannot overcome your environment, but you can change your environment. And environment is extremely important because environment dictates behaviors. Environment dictates habits, right? I'm gonna give an example of myself. 10 years ago, I wasn't where I am in a place like this, in where I can record my videos any time of the day, at any hour. I can walk barefoot in nature. I wasn't in an environment like that. I was in an environment in where I was forced to do what people tell me to do. I was forced to be around people I didn't want to be around, and I didn't have much time to be alone because in that environment it wasn't okay to be alone. So that's why the person I was 10 years ago is not the person I am today, because I changed my environment. I changed the people I hang out with. I changed the information I listen to. Because another example of how you cannot beat the environment. Let's say, for example, right now it's cold. Imagine it's cold outside. It's freezing. Oh my God, it's snow. Right now it's snowing. Oh my God. And I'm here in shorts. You're going to think I'm crazy, right? Because I'm going against my environment. But what if it's cold outside? Oh my God, it's freezing. And I come here with 2 jackets, sweatpants on, with gloves. You're going to be like, oh, look at Christina. Look at what she did. She adjusted to the environment. You cannot beat your environment. Environment dictates behavior. Environment dictates habits. It's not surprise. The same way you behave when you are with your friends in a party, that's not the exact same way you behave when you are in church. Why? Different environment bring different behavior and different habits and different attitude. That's why if you want to have a drastic change in your life today, change your environment. Change your environment. Change where you are, the place where you are. And if you cannot change your physical environment, change your mental environment, which means change the things you visualize, change the things you think about, change the things you dream of, change the things that you can see in your dream. And how can you do that? By using your imagination. If you cannot change your environment physically, let's say because you can't afford to move, you can't buy a plane ticket, you don't have another house to live in, change your mental environment. And you can start by, for example, changing your room. A lot of you want to be disciplined and consistent, but your room is full of trash. Your room stinks. Your room is full of alcohol. Your room is full of drugs. Your room is full of video games. So how are you going to change your environment? Sorry, how are you going to change the person you want to be? How? If the things you are doing, if the things you are saying are not aligned with the person you want to become. Change your environment too, because environment is important, because if you are exposed to different information, you are going to behave differently. The things I know today are not the things I knew 10 years ago. But because I have been exposed to different information, books, podcasts, I have spent time by myself alone, asking myself questions, trying to figure out who I am, asking myself questions, being alone with myself, reading books, asking people who are already in the place I want to be. And because I have been exposed to different information, to different knowledge, to different wisdom, I am a different person. A lot of you are just the product of the things you have been listening to, the information you have been listening to, the knowledge you have, because you make decisions based on the knowledge you have. So if you have limited knowledge, your decisions are going to be limited. If you have negative knowledge, your decisions are going to be negative. Change your environment. Hang out with people who are going to support, who are going to remind you of the person you want to be, and not people who are reminding you of the person you no longer want to be. Change your environment, because it's even easier to change your environment than to change yourself. Because change your environment, it can be by cleaning your room. Instead of having your room full of trash, you can clean your room. Your environment is different. It's easier to clean your room than for you to become disciplined in one day. You can clean your room in one day, but you cannot become disciplined in one day. It's easier to change your environment. Change the things you do every day. Change the information you listen to. And if you cannot change your environment physically, change your environment mentally. If you know somebody is constantly talking about negativity, drama, somebody tell you every day, you can't make it, you can't do it, stop listening to that person. Get away from that person. Go in, for example, right now, me, where I am physically, I don't have a physical mentor. But that doesn't stop me, because I go on YouTube and I listen to podcasts, I listen to audiobooks, I listen to people's ideas, I listen to the knowledge and information of people who cannot mentor me physically, but they are mentoring me mentally. That's another reason why the internet is changing the world. If right now physically you don't have access to the information, you can have it mentally, you can have it online. Change your environment, because the things you do every day are gonna become you. Be in an environment where it is okay to be alone, where it is okay to grind, where it is okay to love, where it is okay to be disciplined, where it is okay to be supportive, where it is okay to be consistent, where it is okay to read books, where it is okay to spend time alone. Because a lot of you are in an environment where it's only okay to be lazy. It's only okay to bring drama. It's only okay to talk shit. It's only okay to be negative. It's only okay to drink, to smoke, and to waste your time. If that's the environment you are into, you are going to become that. You want to change your life. You want to change the person you can become. Change yourself. Change yourself instantly. Change your environment. Remove the people who are telling you this, you can't do it, you can't make it. Change your environment. And you can do it, because it's way easier for you to change the things you see than for you to change yourself. I'm going to say it again. You can clean your room in one day, but you are not going to become disciplined in one day. Change your environment. Read books. Listen to people who know more than you. Ask yourself questions. Spend time by yourself. Go around nature. Spend barefoot. Walk around nature. Be you. Change your environment, because you cannot be your environment. You cannot be your environment, but you can change your environment.